Hi there. Welcome to Telotech Customer Service Training. My name is Tracey Lindsey, and I'm going to talk to you today about the company's core values and how we're going to work through the training for this position. I am going to upload here in the chat the presentation that I'm going to be following along with. So you're more than welcome to look at that as I go through. As we walk through the training for the customer service representative positions, there will be short videos and questionnaires that you will fill out as you go through each of these steps. And we invite you to communicate with us to the best of your ability once you've finished each module of the training. The first thing that I'd like to talk about today are the company's core values for Telotech. It is our hope through this training that we can offer you a good foundational knowledge of the company's core values. We want to give you a complete mission, vision, and values for Telotech. We want to talk about how the organization wants to present itself and how we embody values in every conversation that we have with our customers. We are going to develop accountability for our representatives, and that's you all. And we're going to provide consistent, good customer service no matter the situation. We all know that as you go through your day working on the phone, there are many things that will come up that might pose a challenge for you. And so we encourage you to work through each of these modules in a way that will help you to understand what the company is about and what we hope for you. It is our goal that we will present the content in a way that you will understand and maybe even stimulate some of your prior knowledge. If you've been doing this before, if this is new to you, we want to provide guidance to you. We want to be here to support you and help you through this training and all of the tools that you're going to need to have success in your position. We're going to provide feedback to you. We're going to assess your performance. And our hope is that you would retain and transfer all the knowledge that we're giving you so that you can move into your position and have great success. So during the product training, we are going to review the customer service representatives, and we're going to provide with you the core knowledge that you need when working in our system. You are going to be able to properly assist customers with any kind of concern they have. It's our goal that you would never provide bad customer service, right? We want to cover the principles, insights, and features of our services. We're going to do some behind the scenes training that would provide for you relevant experiences. We're going to equip you with the knowledge of all of our services that we do have for our customers. We're going to guide the customers about our offerings. And we're going to provide clear and concise answers or solutions to the concerns that the customers might be having. One of the ways that we can move through all of these skills in providing good customer service is to incorporate active listening skills. We want to always pay full attention to the customer without interrupting them. We want to hear what they have to say and really listen to what their need is in that moment. We want to apply those active listening to the interactions that are even challenging, right? If you want to stop them and explain, you want to make sure that you're listening without interrupting them. Customer feedback needs to be heard and understood, right? We want to hear what they're saying and we want to understand. Sometimes we might need to repeat it back to them. If I, can reframe this back to you, is this the problem you're having? We want our customers to feel validated about their concerns. It's our goal that we would improve customer satisfaction and engagement, and it will result in customer loyalty and retention. That's one of our main goals here at Teletech, is that we remain with our customers, that they would stay loyal, and that they would continue to use our services. A really important skill to have in good customer service is empathy. That means that you have an ability to recognize and understand the problems from the customer perspective, right? It might be different than your perspective, but we want to understand it from their perspective. Maybe just put yourself in their shoes. We're going to develop interpersonal skills and customer support. We're going to tune in to those verbal and nonverbal cues, validate their feelings, their worries, their frustrations. Develop compassion and be responsive when dealing with problems that they might be having. Provide assistance and solutions that will satisfy the customer. We always want to provide satisfactory customer service where they feel like they are satisfied. And above all, we want to build a relationship with our customers. We want to make sure that when they go out and tell others about Teletech, that the word of mouth that they're giving is a positive feedback of our corporation. Effective communication is going to be really important. We want to make sure that we have good written and verbal communication skills. A delivery of those that is clear and with a proper tone. Sometimes the way that we say things, it might be true, but the tone that we have or the delivery might not be the best or appropriate way to get our point across. Being well-versed in a simple, easy to understand manner to avoid a misunderstanding. We want to effectively address the needs of the clients and meet the customer expectations. And we want to read body language and keep the interaction friendly but professional. Having a customer-focused mindset is going to be really, really important when you're working in customer service role like this that you're coming on to do. So we want to always go above and beyond to provide the best customer service. We're going to provide you with examples of different potential customer interactions so that you can kind of gauge how you're going to solve those issues. We're going to set expectations for concerns with the customers. We're going to allow for clear understanding of possible encounters that you might have so that you can know what might be coming, right? And we're going to reinforce techniques and ways to develop this mindset for you. Telephone skills are key to this position, as most of the time, your interaction with our customers is going to be via the telephone, right? It might be a call on an actual phone. It could be a Zoom call. It could be, troubleshooting on the computer. Whatever kind of communication it is, we want to always make sure that we use a really strong, firm etiquette with policies and techniques. Okay, we want to know what the company expects, and we want to always make sure that we communicate in such a way that shows that we are following those policies. We want to assist our employees to leave a good impression, to handle the situations, and to communicate with confidence. The way that you carry yourself and the voice, the tone of your voice will exude confidence. We don't want you to be timid and shy and not able to understand the role that you have in providing that service. We want to apply great listening and communication skills to achieve a more meaningful customer interaction, right? We want to base our customer interactions in a positive, firm, confident way. Really important training for all workers to go through is diversity and sensitivity. As you know, in the world today, there's some issues around this, and we want to always make sure that we create a positive and inclusive customer service culture. We want to break those unconscious biases and that cause us to maybe discriminate. Maybe it could be male or female, or somebody who's young versus somebody who's old, different things like that. So we want to make sure that we understand all of those. We want to make sure that we develop an understanding of different attitudes and cultures and viewpoints. We're going to build diversity and equality in our workplace by doing these things. Problem-solving skills are always going to be something that are going to be really important for you. It helps to improve your decision-making process when there's a challenge faced to you and you might not know exactly what to say. You're going to be well-versed and have enough examples so that you can problem solve. We're going to help you to understand motivations and behaviors of customers, develop more strategic skills for the calls that you might receive, the challenges that you might face. We're going to give you the proper tools and equip you to be able to handle challenges and situations with a logical approach. Easily being able to recognize what is the main problem here. We're going to speed up the problem-solving process. One of the things that is our issue here at Teletech is just the speed of our calls. We're noticing that our calls are taking longer than they should be. We want to make sure that you're not compromising the quality of the assistance, but still being able to come up with a solution for our customers. And crisis management is always something that is important for us to talk about. We want to make sure that you are prepared for potential concerns, how you can respond to an unexpected crisis, confidence to handle stressful situations. We're going to work on those skills that help soothe those difficult customers. And we're going to maintain good relationship with customers to reassure and assist with the problems that they might be having. So as we go through this training, I do have an evaluation for you and an assessment that you would complete after you're done with the training so that we can get feedback and know how our training worked for you, evaluate the pros and the cons of it, and just get a feel for what we're doing right, maybe those gaps where we need to make some edits and things like that. So we would ask that you would complete those. I'm going to put those in the chat box so that you can go ahead and work on that. The first one we're going to do is the Teletech assessment for customer service training. You're going to give points. You're going to give points 1 through 5 based on the question that is posed there for you. These questions line up with those corporate core values that we just went over, and you're going to just give a number response, 1 being that you strongly disagree, all the way up to 5 that you strongly agree. So we would pause here to allow the training members to complete the assessment. And then the evaluation that we're going to complete, the Teletech training survey, is going to talk about the effectiveness of this course. And so we value your input on this one, and we ask that you, again, talk about or rate each of the statements that I have here. There are 13 statements for you to rate from 1 to 5, 1 being strongly disagree, 5 being that you strongly agree. Was the material colored relevant to my job? Was it interesting? Was the course easy to navigate? Now, some of these things are going to be reflection on the videos that you watched during your training here today. We do ask, there are a couple questions here. How could we improve? And what did you like most? Your name and your email and your telephone number are, of course, optional. But just make sure that you do put the date on there so that I have a reflection true to this training session. And so on behalf of Teletech, I thank you so much for coming to this training today, and we appreciate your feedback, and we look forward to working with you here at Teletech.